Okay guys, good afternoon. Myself Sagar Gola and I am from Previous Nellore from CSC background. Okay, and today the session is more about to make all the other branches to equalize with the CSC people in terms of knowledge, because this Saturday we are going to have Innovax and Info, right? So we want to cover OS, data structures and some programming concepts. Okay. Of course, previous I completed computer networks, right? I think it will be more benefit for you. Have you gained the knowledge?
Yes.
As well. Okay. If you gain the knowledge from this, definitely you can able to gain the knowledge more from OS DS also. How the MCQs will be asked in programming. If there is any programming test like aptitude, technical aptitude test, then definitely they will ask questions on data structures. Definitely pointers, arrays, strings, stacks, queues, linked lists, trees, graphs, okay, and all those. By simply starting with data structures, it will be no more use for you. So, to aware all the other branch guys, I want to make a map on computer science. Okay, it's all about 5 minutes. And sometimes we saw what is AI. It will be like definition. AI is a branch of computer science, right? There is many branches. Okay, AI is present technology. It is like a branch of computer science. Okay. In AI we have data science, deep learning, machine learning, okay, and some algorithms related to machine learning. All these stack will be called as data scientist. When you work on research and development on this full stack, that person will be called as AI development, research and development engineer. Okay. Then we have web applications. If you want to develop a web application, we want HTML, front-end, UI or UX, we will call us. Sometimes you can see as role UI or UX engineer for some company recruiting with some 2.5 lakh. So that is what roles. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. In JavaScript there are some frameworks. AngularJS, React.js, Express.js, Loop.js. And Node.js is also there, which is acts as backend. Backend means programming languages simply, which serves in backend. Frontend means we can see user interface. In web application, user interface means CSS, HTML, JavaScript also. In backend we can see like Java, Python, PHP, Param, all this. Okay. C, C++ is the basic. In order to understand all the things related to computer science, what are the things that you are using to develop an application, what are the things, what are subjects that are involved. Here, CS is having some sort of branches. It is a tree, it is having some sort of branches. AI is one branch, UI is one branch, backend is one branch. Okay. So likewise, I distinguish AI, neural networks, deep learning, machine learning, what terms we are hearing in this one. Recently, all this will be like as a part of AI, machine learning, data science. Okay. The highest page of 2021 is data science, because you can say Uber is a cab website. They use data science. First, they succeeded with data science because in order to extract the knowledge. For example, today is Sunday, tomorrow Monday, all will be on work, right? If in Hyderabad, at same time, in same location, in same area, many of the people are looking for a cab, then automatically the price will increase. This is because of data science. It's a part of AI. It is a part of data science. So that is why there is a huge demand for data science in India. Okay. is a part, right? Before going to that, we want to learn Python, Django, and HTML, UI, web applications. UI means HTML, CSS, JavaScript. By using this, we can able to develop dynamic applications. And to interact with backside, to store data, we have databases like ML, MySQL, MySQL, HBase, HighBase, Oracle, all those are there. And in order to use some functionality for that particular application, we are using some programming languages like backend languages, front end, backend, okay, database, okay. It will be combined as an application, a real-time application. Java, PHP, Perl, C, C++. Of course, C, for C, the API is not working today. They stopped APIs. Okay. C++ is used for Windows-based applications. Of course, Windows 7, all these you can able to develop in C, C++ previously, but not now. And after that, that's it. Okay, that's it. And I want to let you know where the actual subjects are going to use. Here, if an application is there, in application many processes are running. We are downloading a file, we are browsing web page, okay? You are seeing some videos. All these consists of some process, some independent processes of application. In order to process all these, we have OS, right? OS will schedule the processes. So here operating system concepts will be initialized. Operating system is nothing but to create a user interface. Without operating system, we can't interface with computer hardware, right? So it will be acts as a layer between user and computer hardware. So to provide this functionality, OS is initialized. Before that, DOS will be there with commands. You can't see with commands only. Even if you type mistake, it can't show. You can't be able to find what the error is. That is operating systems. In order to compile any program, compiler design is there. How the steps are going on. First, program execution. Once you execute before it compiles and creates an object code which is understandable to the mission. Then, all of you understand, guys. Then it will convert based on the programming language type. It will convert into the execution file. If it is Java, then it will convert into class file. So likewise, it will convert in sequence of steps. That is what compiler design here. Okay. DBMS is there for to know about database management system. In there, it is a software. Database is a software which uses SQL, structured query language, in order to interact with database from front end. That is our subject. And computer networks is there. If we are using a web application, we know we want to aware about internet. In internet, we have some number of layers. With one layer, we can't do an effective internet communication, right? So here, computer networks is initialized. So based on our requirements, previously they initialized some subjects, right? Every subject will be useful at somewhere else. Okay. And what we learn, mathematics, discrete mathematics, all will be used here. Machine learning algorithms, coordinations and regressions, linear regressions, data integration, differentiation, Fourier transforms, all will be used here. Okay. That is what the subject we are learning in BTech life, which will be useful for and real time. Okay. First I will go with operating systems. Guys, I can't give definitions. If you are willing to write running notes manually, what the concept, and after the completion of this session, you can be able to gain the knowledge. Definitely, I will say. After post this section, after going home, you can be able to search what is that. Then definitely you can be able to know, and you can be able to do some examples on programming. Whatever it may be, you can be able to gain within these 2 or 3 hours. You know, operating system is a communication layer. Of course, it's communication interface between user and computer hardware. Okay. Many functionalities is provided by OS like memory management, processing management, authentications, okay, security, many. But in interview point of view, they will ask only on memory management and processing management. All of them will be like in-depth concepts. But in interview point of view, they will ask only processing management and memory management. How the processor will assign the programs to execution by OS. Automatically how it executes. That's what I say in real time you can able to understand. Process management. Here in this it is nothing but the OS manages the processing of some particular programs. Here we have the concept scheduling. CPU schedules the programs to which we have to process now, next, and all this. We have some processing scheduling algorithms. Nothing but CPU scheduling algorithms. It will schedule based on the priority, based on some parameters that we discussed here. We have some sort of scheduling algorithms. FCFS. Of course, CSC people know, you can remember. You can be able to remember. Don't feel good. First come, first serve, round robin. SJ, shortest job first. First come, first serve, round robin, shortest job first, shortest remaining time first. Okay? FCFS, and also here we have preemptive and non-preemptive. Preemptive means FCFS. Once we come, we can able to OS can able to serve us. We can't be preempted by OS. It is non-preemptive. Round robin, anyone can say it is preemptive. Okay, there is some index window like 2 seconds of time slice. Every process will execute 2 seconds. After that, it will give chance to the next process. Likewise, the process goes on around. Shortest job first. It is also non-preemptive. Why means every shortest job means here how much seconds or milliseconds it is going to execute. For example, I want to download image, it will take 1 second. I want to download video, it will take 2 seconds. The OS executes only down image first. Why? Because it is shortest job first. So if you want to connect real time, you have to understand. Shortest remaining time first. Shortest remaining time first is solely depends on preemption, priority also. If you do, there is some processes P1, P2, P3 and P4. It will have priority 1, 3, 2, 4. Its execution time is burst time. Okay, burst time. Okay, burst time. P1 contains 6 burst time, 6 seconds. P2 contains 2 seconds. P3 contains 1. P4 contains 2 seconds. First, which it will execute means based on priority. Based on priority, it will execute program number 1. After that, it will have some window size. See, some 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, it will use. Means 4 seconds is remaining. Then based on priority, it will go to processor program 2. Then it will execute program 2 and it completes. Then again, based on that priority, it will go to program 3 and it continues and completes. And after that, see, shortest remaining time first. Here, if it goes here based on preemptive, and it will also checks which have the lowest burst time. That is our remaining time. Okay, which have the lowest burst time based on that. 1 second. If P3 and P2 have the same priority, then it will checks. Otherwise, it won't. Okay, that is what shortest remaining time first. There are different priorities, then it will go priority only. Okay. process, P1, P2, P3 is there. Turnaround time is there. These are the keywords. Turnaround time, waiting time, burst time. Burst time will be given default because this was the time it want to execute. In these seconds it will execute its whole program. By default, in question it will give a burst time of it is 3, it is 2, it is 1, it is 4. Waiting time means once it will execute, up to that it will wait no. So that is what waiting time for this. Up to that it will wait no. So 2 plus 3, 5 seconds it's waiting time. Waiting time is 0 point. Likewise, we can calculate the waiting time. Okay, this is waiting time. And turnaround time means burst time plus waiting time equal to turnaround time. Right? That is what. Once you see and go to any website, you can able to learn many things about it. But what I want to aware is these topics. Once you understand the concept, what it is mean, you can able to do anything on your own. That is what self-learning. Which I am following for 6 months. And I would like to discuss a real-time example. Okay, if a program is there, for example, I have a mobile phone. Similarly, I am running WhatsApp and go to home and open Google Chrome and again open multimedia. Okay, then it will follow some pattern, right? Based on our request, it will follow round robin or anything. In real time, assume like that. Connect the real world, you can able to understand. And one thing, at the time of execution, there are some processes, right? It is some program. It is an application simply. It will have some programs. Program 1, program 2, program 3, program 4. If you want to execute this whole application, first, before going to execute, it will be in main memory, right? Of course, it is in hard disk, permanent memory. If you want to enter into main memory, means random access memory. Yes, once it will enter into random access memory, it is ready to execute, right? Ready to execute. Before coming to random access memory, what the intermediate thing that will bring this process to main memory? Okay, there is some scheduler, long-term scheduler. Remember this keywords. Long-term scheduler, which is responsible for loading program from permanent storage to volatile storage, or permanent memory to present random access memory, or main memory. Okay, done. Now it is ready. Ready. Start. Now it is ready. Ready means it is in main memory. Start. Run. Block. Finish. Okay. It is the cycle. Okay. Or waiting for IO. Okay, I can have to explain all this. Once it will enter into main memory, it is ready. Then it will start execution. Okay. Here linker will work. Linker means, for example, we can see hash include fstd, which includes all the methods, functions in C, which includes all the functions in that particular library. Printf. Printf means which will be in somewhere on that particular in that particular library. Here linker links to that particular function and reads the solution. That is what linker works. Also here in real time. Okay. Then it will start execution. Then it is in running. It is in running. In the time of running, it wants some user input dynamically. We are executing dynamic scanner class in Java, print scanf in C. If we want user input dynamically. Sorry, it also can here. If it wants user input, then it goes to waiting state, and we have some exceptions, right? Input invalid exception or timeout exception. Based on this, we can able to give some conditions for that particular program. There will be a time limit which is user defined time limit in your program, because even the 1 hour it will wait for your input. Once you run your program, you can't give any string for scanner flags. For 1 hour also it will wait. Cursor blinks for your input. So for that it will wait. So if you restrict with some constraints up to 10 seconds or 20 seconds, after that it will go to block state. Once it will block, we can't get it back. We want to execute from starting onwards. So that is what this cycle calls. Once we give the input, we can able to go again. It will starts and executes and finishes. This is what the cycle. Okay, all of you understood. And here one medium term scheduler is there, which makes the program to execute. Okay, medium term scheduler, long term scheduler, linker. Okay, this is what the actual cycle at the time of program execution. And the MCQs based on, or any questions based on operating systems be like in an interview. What is the problem with preemptive scheduling algorithm? Preemptive and priority scheduling algorithm. If we do priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or again, for example, 4 processes are there in main memory. Again, one process will let us. If its priority is 2, till that 2 processes are executed. These 3 will be remaining, still waiting on it. Then again, with priority 3, again another program comes. Then it will execute. With priority 1, again another program comes. It will execute. But these three are still waiting. This is what starvation, right? Starvation. They are waiting for food, right? Starvation. In real time, we have some dots, right? Likewise, they are waiting for they are waiting for resource to execute. This is what starvation problem in priority scheduling algorithm. Okay. Here, in order to overcome this, they introduced aging. Aging is nothing but a concept. For every program execution, if it executes sometime, automatically at the completion of this program, priority of all these programs will be incremented by 1. Okay. By introducing aging, we can able to override starvation problem. Okay. Understood? Starvation. Understood? You know, 3 programs are there in main memory. Having priority 1, 2, 3. Again, 4th program comes. Okay. In these 3, 1 is completed. Okay. Again, 4th program comes, which having priority 1. Again, it will check. It will execute only 1. Again, another program comes, which will have priority 1 only. Then it will execute this one. Again, another program comes. It will have priority 1 only. Then it will execute this only. This will be remaining. These are waiting for food, resource. Okay. This is what starvation. Okay. This is so based on priority, it will assign the resource. So here they will be in starvation state. This is what the important question in any interview. Okay. What is meant by starvation? Starvation. Okay, you can leave. Likewise, there is. Of course, in Sintel they asked many things to me. I answered. Okay. Of course, I said first computer networks. They didn't ask anything on computer networks. They asked only on operating systems. That is what important for a programmer to understand the internal behavior of the operating system. Okay, how it loads, how it links, how it compiles, all those things. Okay. Starvation, aging. Aging means in order to reduce the problem of starvation.
No, sir.
Aging means it is the process, it is nothing but a concept which is introduced to reduce the starvation. Means how it reduces means once one program executes, the priority of all other programs will be incremented by one. Okay. Likewise, whenever a program comes, the priority will increases. Okay. Likewise, it will schedules. Okay. So by here doing that, hence we can able to reduce the starvation problem. See, once you search in Google, you can able to know everything. But in order to discuss in deep, we can't have that much of time. But once you understand this, you can able to Google it. You can able to understand anything in depth. Once you know definition of array, you can do anything, right? So definition and syntax, right? So to apply those, we want to go for real time. When we apply it, we can able to know anything about it. We can able to know understand the complex problems which we have to solve in real time. That is what the mistake we are doing without doing those. Then, okay, I think OS is completed. And one more thing, we studied IT in engineering, IT workshop, right? In that we have they introduced about hardware of the computer by dividing it on how to install OS. Of course, we can't install it, but how to install OS means a simple thing I will explain. First, download OS. Download OS, anything 32-bit, 64-bit, Windows on Windows 8, Windows 10, Linux, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, whatever it may be. It will be in the form of ISO file. Okay, ISO file. It will be like this. Of course, many CSC people don't think so. It will be like this. You want to boot this into pen drive or CD, right? If you buy CD, it will be by default when you insert that particular disk in your computer, it shows like Windows 7 operating system, like a green color. So once you boot your pen drive, all the files which are existing in the pen drive will be gone, and it will be replaced by solely OS. And the pen drive name will not be displayed. It will display like Windows 7. Okay. Then you can't install at any point of time in runtime. Once you switch on your computer, laptop or system, then inserting pen drive and installing OS is wrong, simply wrong thing, because OS will be installed from root level, right? Once you install in the middle of the OS, it will be corrupted. Means it will be better for you, but at sometimes the many applications will hang, and many applications will means restart, and computer disturbances will create because of you want to install OS at root level. And once you switch on your laptop, it will be in boot level, right? It loads the OS. At the time of loading, you want to press F8, F9, F10, F11, F12 functional keys. Simply type like this, because for Lenovo it will be F9, for Dell it will be F10. Like based on companies, they will introduce some functional keys. Type like F8, F9, F10, F11 and F12. Again, 2-3 times you will click on this like this, then it automatically enters to boot menu. Before that you want to insert your pen drive or CD, right? Then it will ask to choose which USB or CD. Of course, you insert a USB, select and OK, install OS. And it will ask if you downloaded the OS for compatibility with 64 architecture and 86 architecture. 86 means 32-bit, 64 means 64-bit only. Okay, then install and go for particular. This is what the easy step. And sometimes we have some problems in systems. Our system hangs. Of course, our system is i7 processor. It will slow. This all because of some updates, security updates. Worms can't affect your files, but it will replicate itself and sit somewhere in your hard disk, which will consume more memory and slows down the processing of any application. So that is why please be aware of forms. Of course, from Windows 10 onwards, we have Windows firewalls and Windows Defender. We can't need any virus. Okay. And also, if you install more applications, if your RAM capacity is 4 GB, if you consume 3 to 3.5 GB of RAM, then it automatically your system will slow down, irrespective of your processor, even though it is i7 or i5. Okay. Done. These are the problems in real time we are getting. Then you can go for programming. CSC guys, don't feel bored. I want to make aware all of them. Okay, programming. Okay, in C programming mainly they will focus on pointers, arrays, strings. Okay, why strings means in particular, if I give a sentence, I am studying in Priyadharshini. If an interviewer asks, please reverse this sentence and also reverse every word in it. Ask like this, it will be some complex, right? That is what the question asked in my language. Of course, I tried some sort of errors or something. So this is what the complex problem in strings. So learn strings also. Learn how to use loops and while loops efficiently to reduce your time complexity. I will also discuss what is time complexity in data structure. It will be a concept called asymptotic notations. Upper bound, lower bound is there. Okay. Big O, theta, omega. Okay. Pointers, recursions, arrays, strings. Okay. These are 4 concepts you want to know in particular. Okay. Pointer is nothing but CSC people and other people is nothing but a reference to a particular variable location. It will locate some variable which holds the address. Okay. What the exact declaration means in star B is a pointer location. Okay. Allocated some memory. Address means 100. 100 is the piece address, which is a pointer, and we want to initialize a variable to it. Star B equal to A. Of course, we declare A equal to 3. Means A value will be assigned to this. Means simply 3 is A value, it will assign to this. It is not the correct way because we want to initialize address of A. That is why we want to introduce ampersand A means address of A means if there is 104, 104 will be existed in T's value. So once you print f %d comma P, then it will print A's address only. If you put like this star B, then it will print 3. Okay. This is what the pointers are simply. And we have some referential if you are going work with functions, once you call the function with ampersand A and ampersand B, here int x, int y, it will bounce to this, right? Okay. Then we want to add this c into c equal to x plus y. Okay. Means return c. Okay. Okay. Print. Here c is 10. Print c. What it will print? Here we are sending actually the address of A. Means we are sending the reference. So that's why A's reference and B's reference will be modified. Okay. Once you swap this A and B, if you send only A and B, then it will not modify A and B values, right? So that is why once you use addresses, it will point to the reference. Then if you are using pointers, okay, here we can say like star x and star y because these are pointers which is referencing by these variables. So that is what referencing concept in functions. Okay, that is what simply. And also when you are executing something, we have some static keyword, right? Based on static keyword also MCQs will be designed. There is a function every time static I equal to 0. Okay? If it is a recursion, it will calls again and again. Recursion means a function calling itself. Using recursion, you can able to develop, for example, factorial. Like factorial, it is also one of the interview questions which asked to me in 4.2. Asked me like, Sagar, please write a program in recursion to find factorial. Simply, I wrote it down. See, recursion means the function calling itself, right? Int of 5, int of x I am giving. Here, if I greater than 1, if I greater than 1, then I will call, fact equal to, fact is a variable, fact equal 0 initially, fact equal to fact plus x minus 1, okay, x minus 1, fun of x minus 1, okay, 1 initially 1, because it will be,
1 into x minus 1.
1 into fun of x minus 1.
Means fact into x minus 1.
1 means fact, we are declaring fact into fun of x minus 1. So then it will call fun of 4. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Then it will execute the answer. Okay? Again it will comes to 0. If x equal to x greater than 1. If condition false, else we can say return 1. Like this we can able to execute. So here this is for recursion, and I also introduce some static. Based on static also they will introduce some MCQs. Every time we call this function, once you declare the inside function I equal to 0 as static, first time it will call print I. First time it will call it will increment, right? Normally if you don't use static, every time it will print 1 only. Once you assign allocation as static, many times you can call, first it is initialized to 1, again when you call it is initialized to 2, because it is static. It will work the whole program when you increase the I value. That is the use of the static. Sometimes they ask questions on static also. Basically in MCQs. Arrays also. Array is nothing but a data structure, you can say, which holds the values of the homogeneous type, means the same type. Okay, means the same type. The index starts with 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, the array size is n, then it will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay, you know all this. I want to introduce some data structure concepts, guys. So please be attentive. Don't feel bored. Data structures is nothing but it is a style in order to structuring the data. You will have linear data structures and non-linear data structures. Linear, non-linear. In linear we have array, stack, queue, linked list. Array, stack, queue and linked list. In non-linear we have trees, graphs, okay, hash data. This is what the data structure. It is divided into two types, linear and non-linear. And I will go directly into MCQs, guys. You know, stack is nothing but a storage area. For example, it is used to store the value and remove the value at runtime. It is used in runtime actually, which is in last in first out manner. Stack is like this. Normally pointer is at -1. Once you put a value into stack, it will increases to 0. So 1 is there. Again when you send to 3, 4. How you do that? First last one you will do that. Then before, then 2, then 1. Okay. When we can use this at the time of increment and decrement operators, right? A plus 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 a, I plus I plus 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 I. How it will evaluate based on stack only. Okay. So in runtime, how it will work, right? Starting I equal to 0, I plus plus, it will go to stack 1. Okay. Plus plus means post increment, but it is 2. But actually it is 1. Then plus plus I. Plus plus I is before executing, it will increments, means it becomes 3. And I plus plus, before executing, it will be the same value. Post, before assigning to y, after it will evaluate it into 3 only. After that, it will execute to 4. And again, it will pre-increments. It will execute to 5. Means it is I plus plus means it is 0 only. Plus plus I. It is 2. It is 2. But here I is 3. 4. Okay. Likewise, it will execute. So here we are using stack internally. We will use the stack. Push and pop status. What is the status of the pointer? If status is max minus 1, because it is starting with the 0. Maximum means the size, right? Max minus 1 means array also started with 0, right? Index 0 to max minus 1 means it is full status. Pop, if it is top equal to minus 1, if we take minus 1 as top equal to minus 1. If top equal to minus 1, status is empty. Okay. Yes, we can able to insert or we can able to push or pop. Pushing, popping. Simply. Push, pop are the status are the functions here we are using. Using this, we can able to write a program to balance the parameters. Right? If there is any statement or any expression, we can able to balance the parameters. If it is the statement which we are given, it is not balanced, right? So it will show the result printf, it is not balanced. If they have all the opening and closing parentheses, if they have 3 opening parentheses, it will have to cover 3 opening, 3 closing parentheses. Then automatically at final it will bring it is valid, it is balanced, else it is not balanced. Using stack we can able to do this program. It is Wipro December, right? Wipro is happening December. Wipro question it is. Wipro coding question it is. Q is also a data structure. We are using it in trees. We have binary sets, trees and all those, which we not explain. Just trees concepts is there. In depth first traversal, breadth first traversal is there. In that also we have in-order traversal, pre-order traversal, and post-order traversal. I can explain. Queue structure is like this. We have front and rear. Front and rear, which is equal to -1. Rear equal to -1, front equal to -1. Once you insert an element into stack, then front automatically increases to 0. Okay. If I inserted 1, if it is in 0th location, index, front increments. So front is in 0. Then it is in 0 means it is filled. Okay, it is filled. And again, if you want to insert again another element, front will increases and insert here. It is rare. Rare is used to insert. Friend is used to insert element. Rare is used to delete the elements. If friend reaches to lost, then if you want to delete the element, you can have to delete from here, which is called as D key. We can able to enter the elements or pass the elements from friend, which is called as anti. Okay. In views we have circular views, priority views are many, but we want you can able to understand this concept. You can able to go to understand the whole topics as a subtopics in views.
2 minutes. So uncle can break this one. And 2 minutes.
Linked list. We can use it as a dynamic data structure. If we are using arrays, if we declared array size as 100, if you use only 10 bytes of memory, if you store only 10 variables or 10 values, then remaining 90 will be no use, right? You are wasting this. In order to overcome this problem, we introduce linked list. Linked list is a dynamic data structure, right? Using structures. See what is structure? Structure is nothing but a data type which holds more than one type of data. For example, I can say employee data is there, or student data is there. I can create like structure student using struct keyword, struct student, struct stu is a word of structure, it's a variable of structure, it's a data type of structure. You can open brace and close brace inside. Stu name is a variable. Stu name of 10. Stu number of 10. What the size you can able to do. Stu address. It holds the different data types in a particular data type. It is a data type. Structure is a data type. See. Okay. You have to create structures like this also. Like this also. Here in linked list, we can create structure like one node. We have two partitions in node. One is to hold data. Another one is a pointer to the next node. Okay. The address of this data is 100. Okay. By default, the pointer here. If you want to access the next node, you will have to hold this address, right, 200. So here we have 200. It will link to this data, this block simply. It will link to this block. Using this address, we references this address, and we will be able to get that this value. Okay. In this way, we have linked list, and also we have circular linked list. Last node will be pointed to first node. Okay. Circular linked list, and we have double linked list. Double linked list means before going to double linked list, one important point I want to know: if you want to search an element, or sort data in linked list, you want to trace back to previous node and next node. If you use single linked list, you can go to only forward, right? In order to come to backward, what is problem is it is not double linked list. So if you use double linked list, here it will point the address of previous node, here it will point the address of next node, and it will have some data. You can have to traverse the whole list, okay, from starting to ending. If you use double linked list circular, and it will be more efficient. It is what the question given in actual AMCAT exam. Okay, these were some sort of context which will become by practice only. Simply, sometimes mu sigma, if you clear the written test, of course, I didn't attempt mu sigma. After that, they said the second round they do some linked list, write linked list program to delete insert. Many of the people using phone they did. After that, in Gene they eliminated. So if a company people want to shortlist many people, they simply ask to write linked list program, then it will be called. So practice linked list program once to insert data, delete data, and to show the status of the nodes, how many nodes are filled. Likewise, once you practice linked list program, it will be benefit. And also MCQs in data structures will be on linked list. Of course, 1 or 2 questions will be there in any technical aptitude tests. Of course, I think TCS also asked some linked list like question. In order post order also like question, and also stack based question. Okay, in stack we have some operations like what I missed. Pre-order, prefix, infix, postfix. Okay, if I give an expression like a plus b, c plus a, it is in order, infix, right, at present. If you want to convert into postfix, what you can do means simply it will have some steps like using stack. You have to do like that, and you can able to evaluate this expression. If I replace variables with the actual values, then we can able to evaluate the expression. Expression evaluation is a concept. Based on that, MCQs also will be given. What is the, it is in infix, right? What is the prefix of this expression? Like they will ask. Actual expression is 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. You want to evaluate this expression. Simply we can add this, but based on that, what is the prefix of this expression? Likewise, they will ask. You can able to write this expression. Or you have some ABCD options like plus 3, plus 5, plus 5, 6, 4, 3, plus 5, plus 6, 4. Like you have answers. How you want to evaluate means, prefix means if you want to place the symbol before the value. Okay, symbol before the value. Okay, see what happens. 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. Here, first you want to plus 3 to the value 3, and again plus will comes here. Of course, it is in bracket, right? It will comes out of bracket. So, prefix, postfix also the same. Just to practice is what it wants. You can able to know everything about it. Just to practice. It is one of the MCQ questions, guys, which is based on data structure part in any examination. Of course, in TCS also it will ask sometimes. Sintel, many exams they will ask. And one important thing is in-order traversal, post-order traversal, pre-order traversal. I can explain you how you can define and try a tree. Then we jump on to trees. Tree is a hierarchical data structure. It is not linear, right? We have some nodes, parent node or root node, child node, leaf node, right? Level 0, level 1, level 2. It is 3 levels. If you want to know the total nodes of a level 3 tree, what is the formula? You have to formulate. If level 0 and level 1. So if its level is 2, level will start with 0. Okay. If level is 2 of this tree, what are the total number of nodes are there? 2 power L, 2 power level minus 1, right? 3. 4 minus 1, 3. If this level is 3, then total nodes is 3. It is also one MCQ question. They given like the level of a tree is 3. Then how many maximum number of nodes we can able to put in that tree? Like 2 power L minus 1. Simply 7. We can put a maximum of 2 children to any node, right? This is what a tree. In this we have binary tree. Okay? Binary tree means it will follow the rule After only filling the left chain node, we want to fill the right chain node. It's not binary tree rule. After only filling the left chain node, we want to fill the right chain node. It is wrong, right? Because right chain node is there without left chain node. This is binary tree concept. Okay? And binary search tree concept is also used. It is okay. It is binary tree. If it is binary search tree, then it will ask you to fill the whole level. We have to fill all the levels which we have. If you keep like this, it is violating the binary search tree rule. It is accepting binary tree rule. Okay? And we have B trees. B tree means nothing but in order to balance the levels. Okay? Balance means simply I can say, if I have tree like this, it is balanced. I can say how you can balance. If we have tree like this, it is unbalanced. How? Okay? It is one right. It is 0 actually, because to left and to right to this node you can't have any nodes. So 0. It is 1 because left to this we have 1. Here 2 because left to this we have 2. Here 3 because left to this we have 3. And 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 we have right to this we have 1. Right? Left minus right of me. How? 2. 2 is violating. We have to obtain the values like minus 1, 0 or 1. These are the balancing factors of this tree. How we can balance? In order to balance, we have some 3 functionalities. This functionality, right? If the tree is like this, we can able to rotate this. It will become like this. And if tree is like this, okay, we want to rotate. Okay, we want to rotate it like this, so it will becomes like this. Okay. Sorry. One second. Yes. If it is A, if it is B, and if it is C. We have this problem, right? In order to balance this, we have some in order to describe all the tree in a particular paper or in any exam, it will consume more paper, right? They don't give this type of questions, but in order to understand what the concept is there, I just explained it. It is one problem, and it is one problem, and it is one problem, and right, left, right. Okay, these are the 4 problems we have in high balancing trees. So once you see, you Google it, and we can try practice it once. You can able to understand. 4 problems we have in balancing. After that, we have a block tree, which is not useful for us. It is a vast concept. And after that, tree traversals is very, very important, guys, for any MCQ test. Okay? There is a tree. Very, very important. Please don't think board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? We have 3 traversals in order to traverse this tree. Okay? In order traversal is there. In order traversal. 3 order traversal. Post order traversal. Post order traversal. I have neat handle, of course. In my books. Pre-order, in-order, post-order. Pre-order, in-order means left, root, right. Left, root, right. How can you able to get in-order traversal means start from here. From left to right, the evaluation takes place. In area. Left, find. Root, 4, 2, right. Again, we can go for root. It is over. Okay? Then you go for root. Again comes here. It is like subtrain. Again go for left. Then comes to root and comes to right. 6, 3, 7. So left root, right. Again 2 parts, 2 subtrains. Left is over, root and right. Again in right we have some subtree. In subtree we have left root, right. Simply completed. It is in-order traversal. You can do some problems, 2 or 3 examples you have to understand. This is not one problem, but in MCQs what they ask is it's a huge thing. Post-order traversal. Post-order means root, left, right. Root, left, right. So here post means we want to give the priority to the root before. Pre to the left and root subtrace. We want to give priority because these are post to root. Like remember. Post order, right? Post order. Root, left, right. This is a subtree. Check. It will have parent or not. Definitely it will have parent 2. Root, left, right. 4, 5. Then again go here. Before going to this, you want to check it's having some functionality. So insert 1 here. Root, left. Again come to right. 3, 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay. Why I traverse here onwards means, why I directly not traverse from here onwards means, traversing takes place from here. So that is why I traverse from here. If I directly traverse from here, it will violate my condition. So that is why I traverse from here and again I inserted 1 here in order to understand purpose, because traversing takes place from left to right only. Okay. And what is that? Post order. Post order. Left, right, root. Left, right, root means from starting from here 4, 5, 2. Left is over. Go here. Definitely it has some parent. Go here. Left, right, root. 4, 5, 2, 6, 7, 3, 1. Which is a post order traversal simply, and I have some problems based on this. Simply how they will ask me, see. Post order traversal. Post order traversal to this is 4, 5, 2, 6, 7, 3, 1. Right? In-order traversal. In-order. 2, 4, 5, 1, 6, 3, 7. What is pre-order? This is what the question they will give in the MCQs. Simply, you can able to understand, you can able to construct the tree and again we form pre-order. Okay. How we can means here post order means simply we can able to remember what post order, left, right and root. Okay. So here root will all remains at the end of the list. What is in order? Left, root and right. Means always first one is left element. Before constructing a tree, what we want? Root only, right? Check root where it is. 1. So 1 is the root to all subtrees. Simply 1 important, guys. 1 is root to all subtrees. Create a node. 1. It is post order. Okay. 1 is the root to all subtrees. Before we have all values. Check where 1 is there in order. Before 1, 2, 4, 5 is there. Means it is in order, means left, root, right. So 2, 4, 5 is the left subtree of root node, right? Left subtree means here we have 2, 4, 5 kept aside. We can't construct a tree, right? These are the right subtree of 1. 6, 3, 7. It's very, very important question. 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7. Again go to the next root. It's completed. 3. See where the 3 is here. Here means to the left of the 3 we have 6, to the right of the 3 we have 7. Where it is? Use the root. Okay? To the left of the 3 we have 6. To the right of the 3 we have 7. It is in order. Right? Simply root left right. Left root right. In order. Left root right. It's over. But we can't. We don't know. We want to check all these values. Go for 7. Check where 7 it is. It is in last. Right of the 3. Right to 7. No element is there. So it is the last. Right to 3. Simply we are inside there. It is over. Then 6. Where the 6 is there? 6 is here, not here. No, so here 6 is there. Right to 6 we have 3, 7. Okay? Sorry. Okay. Right to 3 we have
3 teachers. Number 3, post order, in order, pre-order, nothing. ఇది క్వశ్చన్ మీకు అర్థం కాదు కదా
అర్థమవుతుందా
అర్థమవుతుందా
కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ ఉంది. నేను మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేస్తాను. ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత అలా చెప్తాను. ఒక టూ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసుకున్నాం. యూ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు ఈజీలీ అండర్స్టాండ్. 6కి రైట్ ఏముంది? 7 ఉంది, 3 ఉంది. మనకేముంది? కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తుందా లేదు చూడండి. వాట్ ఎవర్ ద లెవెల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సాటిస్ఫైయింగ్ ద కండిషన్. Because right to 6, 3 is there, right to 6, 7 is there. It is satisfying this condition. 6 also over. Then again the next root is 2. Where the 2 is? Okay, 2. Where 2? 2 is there. 2 is there here. 2 to right we have 4, 5. Okay, 2 to right we have 4, 5. So here we want to construct 2 as a root. Okay, we have to right we have 4, 5. Simply write it down here. Don't create a node because here we can't know whether it is 4 or 5. Then go for next one. 2 is over. 5. See here. 5 to left 4 is there. 5 to right 1 is there. 1 is already over. 1 is a root node itself. Left to 5 we have 4. So that is why we want to construct 5 as a root. Left to 5 we have 4. This is the tree which we constructed in order to get the pre-order. Okay, pre-order means left, right and root. Right? Left, right and root. Travels from here. 4, not 5. Means 5, 4, 5 and again go back here. Left is not there anything. Left null 5 and again go to here. Left right 2. So 4. After that we get 5. After that we get 2. It is completed. Left part completed. Go to right subtree. then again travels left, right, route 6, 7, 3. I can explain here. 4, right, 5. Not there, 5. Before entering this, it is the part of this check here. Left, right, route. So 5 after 2 immediately comes. Clear? 4 right, 5 route. After 4 after we want to write 5. Before going to this, we want to check here. Is there any element available? No. Then immediately write 5 after that. Okay? If there is any element like 0, we want to insert like 4, 0, 5 because it is a part of this, right? But if it will be like this, then no confusion is. 1. First root, post order. This is what pre-order we get. They give only post order and in order, right? You got pre-order. If they give in order and pre-order, how to get post order? చూడండి ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ అంటే లెఫ్ట్ రూట్ రైట్ కదా లెఫ్ట్ రూట్ రైట్ ప్రీ ఆర్డర్ అంటే రూట్ లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ ఓకే ప్రీ ఆర్డర్ అంటే లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ రూట్ కదా ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేసాం ప్రీ ఆర్డర్ చేసాం కదా ప్రీ ఆర్డర్ కదా లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ రూట్ కదా ఓకే పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ ఇది తీసేయండి అయితే మనం మనకేం ఇచ్చారు దగ్గర ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ అండ్ పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ 1 to 5 pre order. So that is what confusion many people did. Here I did now. So before attempting the question, please write the letters right root, left root, right left for in order pre order and post order. Based on check every time you are constructing a tree. It will be better. Then post order we completed. Then go for pre order. How we can construct gates? Post order is there. Post order means we want right. Sorry guys, ఇందాక మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే
పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ ఎలా వస్తుందంటే
అదే చెప్తానండి ఇందాక మనం పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ అనుకొని రివర్స్ తీసుకున్నాం ఓకే మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాం ఎందుకంటే ఇందాక మనము అబ్బాయి గెస్ట్ చేస్తాం కదా ఇందాక ఎందుకంటే మనం పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ కనుక్కోవడానికి మనం రివర్స్ తీసుకున్నాం ప్రీ ఆర్డర్కి ఇంకో మెథడ్లో వెళ్ళాలి వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ యూ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఓన్లీ దిస్ చేసి ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ ప్రీ ఆర్డర్ ఇస్తా దాన్ని బట్టి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేస్తాం కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్గా ఉంది కదా అదే నేను ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని ప్రాక్టీస్ నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి ఎన్నో లేదు కానీ బట్ ఈరోజు జస్ట్ నెట్లో చూసాం ఈజీ we have in order left root right RL ROT RG define okay 5 2 6 1 9 3 10 in order guys post pre order pre order 1 2 5 6 3 9 10 post order 5 6 2 9 10 3 1 see here one important thing you want to observe we did before with the help of in order we want some parameter like pre-order or post-order in order to achieve pre-order we want in-order and post-order. If you want to achieve post-order we want in-order and pre-order. If I give pre-order and post-order how you get in-order means when you get in-order then only you get a sequence. If if I gave like pre-order and post-order, you can't be able to define in-order. This is what default you want to understand. If I do in-order and pre-order we have root. Okay? Post-order. Sorry. Pre-order we have root. Post-order we have root. If I give in-order, where this is root, which is the root one. I can't be able to hide it. So that is why if we put both this, is this a root or it is the root? How I can able to know? So that is why if I give pre-order and post-order, we can't be able to get in-order. With the help of in-order only, we can get pre-order in combined with post-order, or we can get post-order in combination with pre-order. That is what the default thing you want to understand. If I give like this, like in the exam, there will be the option like it does not exist. Simply we can tick like that. It does not exist. So that is what. Okay. I am talking post-order. ఎలా అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ సార్ ప్రీ ఆర్డర్లో ఫస్ట్ వన్ సార్ చూడండి ఇన్ ఆర్డర్లో ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఉంది సార్ ఇక్కడ కూడా వన్ ఉంది చూడండి ఇట్ ఈస్ వైస్ వర్సా ఇట్ ఈస్ వైలేటింగ్ ద కండిషన్ మనకేం కావాలి రూట్కి లెఫ్ట్ ఏ ఉన్నాయి రైట్ ఏ ఉన్నాయి కావాలి కదా అప్పుడే మనం సప్రీస్ డిసైడ్ చేస్తాం సో ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు డిసైడ్ సప్రీ ఇట్ ఈస్ వైలేటింగ్ here we have all getting in right only, here we getting all in left only. How we can construct it? This is what the problem is. Conditions tells you, but in order to construct based on the statements, what are the elements which are left to L1, what are the elements which are left to right to 1, how we can decide? Okay, pre-order, it is root, right? We want to know if it is a main root. We want to know what are the elements left to 1, what are the elements residing right to 1. If you choose this as a 1, you want to go here. Set 1, where it is 1? Here. So write all this in left. Okay. What are these things? If I consider it is 1, then go for here. I can find it all are right things. How it is clashing, right? It is clashing. If we have in order, I can able to find which variables are in left to root, which variables are in left right to root. Understood? This is what main problem when you got pre-order and post-order to find in order. So it is not valid. Simply sir.
So ikkada ఇది రూట్ అండ్ ఇక్కడ ఇది రూట్ సో ఇది మెయిన్ రూట్ అవుతుంది పోస్ట్ ఆర్డర్లో ఈ రూట్ పాస్ అనేది కూడా ఇది కూడా రూట్ అవుతుంది ఐ మీన్ సబ్ట్రీకి రూట్ అవుతుంది
ఓకే సబ్ట్రీక్
ఓకేనా ఈ సబ్ట్రీకి రూట్ అవుతుంది సో ఈ ప్రీ ఆర్డర్లో ఈ రూట్ ఎక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుంది ఓకే సో ఇదంతా ఒక సబ్ట్రీ అవుతుంది ఓకే మళ్ళీ పోస్ట్ ప్రీ ఆర్డర్లో ఇది రూట్ అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ రూట్ ఇది కూడా ఒక సబ్ట్రీకి రూట్ అవుతుంది ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ 2 తీసుకున్నాం
ఓకే బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు దిస్ వి వాంట్ టు డిసైడ్ అట్ ఫస్ట్ రూట్ ఫస్ట్ రాకుండా సెకండ్ హ్యాండ్ వెళ్ళాలి ప్రాసెస్ ఫస్ట్ 1 కి లెఫ్ట్ ఏది రైట్ ఏది అని డిసైడ్ కాకుండా నెక్స్ట్ వెళ్ళాలి
సో అది యాక్చువల్గా
అంటే నువ్వు చెప్పేది అర్థమైంది కానీ ఫస్ట్ మనకి 1 కి ఏ ఎలిమెంట్స్ లెఫ్ట్ ఉండాలి ఏ ఎలిమెంట్స్ రైట్ ఉండాలి అనేది డిసైడ్ చేయకుండా నెక్స్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ వెళ్ళాలి
యాక్చువల్గా ప్రీ ఆర్డర్ ఫామ్ అయింది
pre-order form is
root
to left right కదా
రైట్
ఓకే
ఓకే ఇక్కడ నాకు ఇక్కడ ఒక రూట్ వచ్చింది
ఓకే
సో ఇక్కడ రూట్ వచ్చింది ఓకేనా ఇది రూట్ సో ఇది రూట్ ఇది లెఫ్ట్ ఇది రైట్
ఓకే నువ్వు చెప్పేది అర్థమైంది కానీ బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు 3 హౌ కెన్ డిసైడ్ దిస్ రూట్ హ్యావింగ్ లెఫ్ట్ అండ్ రైట్ అది నేను అడిగాను అంటే నీకు నార్మల్గా ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు డిసైడ్ అవ్వాలి ఏది లెఫ్ట్ సబ్ట్రీ అవుతుంది ఏది రైట్ సబ్ట్రీ అవుతుంది అది కాన్సెప్ట్ అంటే మనకి తెలుసు చేయలేదు ఇక్కడ 3 వస్తుంది నెక్స్ట్ 3 వస్తే వస్తుంది మాన్యువల్గా కానీ ప్రాసెస్ ఏంది ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ క్లియర్ అయితేనే మనం సెకండ్ స్టెప్ వెళ్ళాలి. అది ప్రాసెస్ యాక్చువల్. మీ ఐడియా మంచి ఇలాంటి ఐడియాస్ వస్తేనే కదా మనకి సబ్జెక్ట్ వస్తుంది, అంతే కదా. గుడ్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఓకే, ఐ థింక్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ గెట్ క్లియర్, రైట్? That is what the important concept, what I referred also before going to start this thing. Okay, so if we got pre-order and post-order, how you decide what are the left values of that particular subtree and what are the right subtree values. Okay, you want to ask like this, like that only. If I am standing here, I can able to face all the problems, I can able to face all the questions raised by you. So before going to this, I can't come. Before going to prepare all this, I can't come here. So that is why you want to raise some questions also, no problem. If I can't able to explain, I can able to cross check, no problem, guys. So you can able to raise the questions. Okay. Thank you, Chaitanya. I think all of you got clear, right? Based on that example. That's the thing. In exams, they will give in order. Definitely, they will give in order. In particular, any of this, you can able to get another thing. Okay. Understood? Again, we want to construct post order. Then it will clear see. Because it's very, very important, guys. Once you got this question, it's very easy. Here, first pre-order means once. One is there. Write this 9, 1, 9, 3, 10 is there. Left to 1, 5, 2, 6 is there. 5 to 6 is there. Then again go to 2. 5, 2, 6 is there. 2 left of the 1. Again see 2 to left is 5, right is 6. So 2, 5, 6 completed. Then again 5 completed. 5 already completed. 6 already completed. 1 to 5, 6 completed. Again 3 as a root. Here right left to 3 1 9 and right to 3 10. 10 or 1 0. 10 10. It is 1. Okay. 3 9 10. Again go for 9. 9 3 10. Right. Whatever it is the level, it is satisfied. Okay. 3 is here 9. 3 is right to 9. 7 is 10 is right to 9. It is satisfied. So it is completed. Simply, it's a gate question. It's a gate question. In weeks 1, week 6, in this topic, you can able to get this question. It's a gate question, guys. By practice only, you can get it. Any doubt in these, guys? In-order traversal, post-order traversal, pre-order traversal. Pre-order traversal. Okay. Till now we completed data structures and recursions we remember and operating systems. I can able to remember the topics which we discussed, operating systems. Okay. In operating systems, we have many types, guys. In those, we have real-time operating systems, that which we are using now. Real-time operating system is an operating system that which we are using now. That is the word. If I will ask your question, what is real-time operating system, where it is implemented, simply you can able to define. Okay, this is what the real-time. Before we have time-sharing operating system. Batch operating system anymore, but just aware it. What network operating system. Network operating system is that at the time of execution, if we want to link some predefined functions, printer scanner, linker will links all the functions which we want to include in our application or any program. Linker will links. Okay. Then again, if you want IO, input from user dynamically, then it will comes to waiting for IO. So it will take for a long time to up to that we give some value. After that it will returns to again start from there. From there it starts. From there it starts. How it starts? once it comes to waiting state, what is the information it wants to store? Context switching is there, guys. Before going to start any program, any process, program is a process under execution, right? Program is nothing but a process under execution. All things we can able to connect, guys. Anything you can able to connect once you know the actual subject. Process control PCB. Now you can able to remember, seriously, guys. PCB is there. Before starting a program, when it is in ready state, the main memory actually creates a process control block for that particular program. For every program, there is some particular process block. In process block, it will have save point, type of the schedule, round robin schedule, what schedule it is. You will define and many more guys you want required. Actually, you will have all the information and context switching data. Context switching is nothing but it is a definition. Context switching is nothing but one program is executing somewhere, another program is there. If you preempt this program, if you preempt the processor from this P1 and we allocate the resource to P2, if we want to save the execution up to that point. If it executes up to 3 seconds, we want to save up to that, right? We want to save up to that. So that is why it want to save the 3 seconds data. So it want to switch us to another program too. Again, if you want to continue the execution from 3 to 6, you want some data, right? This is what context switching. Switching from one program to another program by saving the present data of execution. Nothing but context switching. Switching from one process to another process by saving the current data of execution. Nothing but context switching. It is also one question which I answered in syntax. Of course, I didn't got paid after HR. Many of the people didn't got. They asked the in-depth guys about voice. They want the guys to be aware of all the CSC related things. That is why they offered for CSIT people only for off-campus synthetic, ATOS synthetic. In Vijayawada, Nellore SVCM. Of course, recently 18th or 19th, in Chennai also it's happened. It is 24th, I think, Chennai. Also it is going to happen. This is what the process, guys. All of you understand. For every program, it will create a process control block, which have all the information about that particular program. For every individual program, it will create separate process control block. And also we have another concept, guys, which I missed. Threads, guys. Thread is nothing but a lightweight process, simply. That's what we read in Google. But actually, thread is nothing but it's a part of a program or a process. If one program is going to execute, for example, we are opening our LinkedIn profile, guys. We have home page. There are some posts. Or take Facebook. There are some posts. We are seeing that application scrolling and seeing all the posts, right? I got CVSR post is there somewhere. Kiran got placed its credit media. I want to download that image. It is one of the thread which is under execution of that particular process. If I want to download download video, of course here we downloaded image. If I want to download again a video, it is one of the thread of the particular process. I am scrolling. It is one of the thread. I am going to execute that particular application. This is what the thread. Thread is for parallel execution of a resource. It will share the memory which is allocated to the program. program or process, whatever it may be. For that particular program, we allocate some memory. This memory will internally existed in program or a process. These threads share the common memory, simply common memory of that particular program. It will increases our efficiency. And also we have some important topic, synchronization. We want to sync all these threads. Simply, it is another topic which I will need. Just aware of it. What is synchronization? Google it. In threads is very important, guys. Simply. And secret scheduling, FCFS round robin. Shortest job first, shortest remaining first. Round robin is a preemptive. Shortest remaining time is a preemptive. In the middle of execution, you can interrupt. Okay, interrupt. Cause the harm to execution and stops. That's what interrupts. FCFS is non-preemptive. Shortest job first is non-preemptive. Again, round robin is preemptive. Simply. Once you go through it, and where we got starvation problem, preemptive scheduling. Preemptive scheduling. And what is the outcome we want to overcome this starvation problem? Means aging. This is what we want to aware in the interview point of view. Simply. Anybody non-IT people want Java mapping? Simply understand Java concept. What is class interface? Why it is platform independent? How we can call a method? What is the difference between method and function? Why this keyword? What is system.out.println? Why it is? Why we are including classes? Why we want to interface? Why we want to override? Why we want to overload? What is static binding? What is dynamic binding? Simply, in 10 minutes, I can able to aware you. You can able to get out of the fear of Java simply, just in 30 minutes. You can able to get out of the fear of Java. Definitely, I will assure you, you can able to get out of the fear of Java. It is the basic thing we want to understand before going to advanced Java, because in real time, we can't use anything in core Java. At the time of developing a product, we use advanced Java only. Basic Java is for, core Java is for understanding purpose. What is class, what is method. In that we use collections. Using collections, you can able to get things done. Collections is very, very important. I can assure you, you can be able to get out of the fear of Java, simply. Till to the point, data structures and OS. Understood, guys? Simply. If you can't understood at any point, I can able to explain.